If we're not at a Disney park, we're dreaming about being there, and a cup of Joffrey's Coffee Disney Blend helps. But what about when you're at a Disney park? The Joffrey's Disney Kiosk and Restaurant Locator will make sure you never miss out. Whether it's a cool drink on a hot summer vacation or a great cup of coffee at a Disney signature restaurant, Joffrey's has you covered. Check it out at joffreys.com.
Please stand clear of the doors. Por favor, manténganse alejado de las puertas.
Welcome aboard the Walt Disney World local monorail system. During the trip, we ask that you remain seated and please refrain from smoking while on board. Thank you. Our next stop is the towering Contemporary Resort Hotel.
Hey everyone, thanks for joining us. I'm Tim Scott.
I'm Bob Collar.
This is ResortLoop.com. Bob,
Tim,
how are you doing this wonderful November day?
Well, I'm going to go rake some leaves.
Are you going to frolic in the leaves as you're raking them up?
Frolic. Listen, I'm going to tell you something, everybody out there. I might already said this, but God has a great sense of humor, because when I was a kid growing up, we had no big trees. We had little trees because it was a small new house that my parents bought back in the 60s, and so anyway,
you're like Laura Ingalls Wilder. You were way off in the prairie. There were no trees.
Well, it was a new development, and it was like these row houses. And they just bulldozed everything.
Right. All the trees were young and short.
So, no trees.
None at all.
Right? And I used to watch all the movies with the kids jumping into piles of leaves. And I remember specifically one time when I was probably around, 5, 6 years old, I said, God, I would love to be able to play in leaves like the other kids that I see on TV and movies. God waited till I was 50. Gave me all the leaves I want.
And you can't frolic and dance in them and jump in them. You know why?
I'll break a hip.
Because under all those nice leaves is hard ground.
That's right.
Is that a twig snapping? No, that's Tim and Bob's hips.
Exactly. So anyway, how are you doing this fine fall afternoon?
I'm doing all right. I'm excited to record a show. I'm excited to finish up our little mini-series here we were doing.
Oh, no. See, you said that before. We're not done.
Oh, well.
We're not done.
We're kind of done.
We're wrapping up the theme parks, but...
That's what I meant, the mini theme park section series.
Well, now you're changing.
I'm backpedaling. You can't hear me because I'm backpedaling. Too loud.
I mean, I know you're a politician in South Carolina, but we're in Ohio. You can't backpedal in Ohio.
Yes, you can. Where were you for the past 2 months?
So which one are we going to do today, Tim?
Today we're going to continue or complete, however you want to look at it, our series with the theme parks of what we personally find magical, or that little secret spot, whatever it is.
Yeah.
And we're going to conclude it with the Animal Kingdom, Disney's Animal Kingdom.
Right. So, do you want me to go first? You're going to go first.
I will go first because I have my list right in front of me, and usually I'm not quite this prepared.
All right. Have at it.
Number 5 is going to sound very simple because they do the exact same thing over at the Magic Kingdom.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to say the Tree of Life reveal.
Ooh.
Because you walk in, you go through either the path to the left or the right, whatever it is, and then you take that little turn and boom!
That's number 5 for you?
Number 5.
The reveal.
The reveal. Just the reveal.
Just, there it is, the Tree of Life.
There it is. There might be more later, but right now I'm just thinking the reveal.
Right. That might be actually the most difficult reveal of all the parks. It has to be, because you got to weave in and out, and finally you get to the bridge and boom, there it is.
Boom, there it is. Whomp, there it is.
Yeah, you're not just crossing underneath the railroad station, or Epcot's right there. I mean,
right.
But yeah, okay, I'll give you that.
And you're kind of going uphill, and it's kind of cobbly, the roads or whatever it is there. It's kind of an adventure.
Right. Yeah, they tire you out as you're getting there because it's all uphill.
You're being passed by people walking out who have just lost all their body fluids.
We're not going to talk about how hot it is.
No.
Everybody
already knows.
My number 5 is the Cretaceous Trail.
Ooh.
over at Dinosaur.
All right.
I like it back in there. Now, and you guys know I'm not a smoker, so, I mean, there's some smoking areas over there. So, yeah, you know. But most of the time, that's just a really nice little walk back around in and around Dinosaur.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
I like it. And then sometimes, you know, it's if you're lucky enough, you can find a place to sit down. You know, before they take all the benches away, you get a place to sit down.
Chain myself to this bench. You have to pry this
and
bench
think about
from
your family, like Walt did. I don't know.
Why do we want benches where people can reflect?
No.
You have to pry this
Nothing
bench
good can
from
come
my...
of that. Nothing good can come of that.
Oh, my goodness. Number 4 for me.
Yes.
The Festival of the Lion King show.
That's a good one. I didn't even think about the shows.
I mean, a lot of people, I don't know. There's something about that show. Maybe it's just the Lion King theme, which I enjoy a whole lot. Maybe it's because I was so surprised when I saw it the first time how fantastic it was or how talented the singers are.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm like, this is a Disney show here. This is over the top. It sounded great, looked great. There were things I weren't expecting.
Yeah.
Love the Festival of the Lion King.
I do, too. Especially when they say, all right, everybody stand up and now move over so we can make room for other people.
They should have been here earlier. Not that I'm cranky at some point when I'm
because now
hot.
I'm tired. My legs are cramping up.
Right.
Yeah, I love that show. Love that show. Number 4 for me, believe it or not, this might shock you, but number 4 for me, and you got to do this at a certain time of day, but it's the area in front of the Rainforest Cafe outside, just outside the entrance there, where they got that waterfall.
Yes.
Going. It's all for whatever reason, and maybe it's because it's just outside the park, but it's nice and cool over there usually in the summertime with the waterfall and everything. It's just a nice place to relax while, you know, the family goes in and does some shopping in Rainforest, looking around and stuff. I don't know why. I always like going over there.
I was going to say, there's something relaxing and, like you said, cooling about just the sound of falling water.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. Now, you got to be careful because at certain times of the day, like around lunchtime and that, you got a crowd of people over that way because they're wanting to, you know, get lunch or whatever and or dinner time and all that. So it's a little bit more crowded. But certain times of the day, there's nobody over there.
Right.
I like it. Yeah.
I love it.
All right.
All right. Number 3. Is that what we're on to? Number 3 for me?
Number 3. Mm-hmm.
The show, I don't even know if we call it a full show, that Tree of Life Awakening.
Ooh.
Remember we saw that there that one time we were there for the one day?
I remember that.
And I'd always heard about it. I wasn't even expecting it. And we looked over and we were like, this is crazy. That was awesome.
Yes.
Again,
it's
magical.
Very magical. And I love that edition now. It's the edition of the Awakening is perfect. And I mean, it is perfect the way they do that. If you folks haven't seen this thing, wow. Very well done. Very well done. My number 3 is very similar over there. It's the Discovery Island Trails. You get to walk around the Tree of Life. And, you know, every now and then I see an animal on the Tree of Life that I hadn't seen before. Just by taking that little stroll. Most people don't even go in there. Because people are, you know, they're so fixated on the shows and the rides. So taking a stroll is not usually on people's radar. But I like taking a little stroll around the Tree of Life there in Discovery Island Trails. So
if you're a fan of Nooks and Crannies, this is the park for you.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Never know what you'll find. You know, there'll be, you know, maybe it's a little spot where there's animals that most people don't even know there's even animals over in that area.
Right.
So, what's number 2 for you?
Number 2, it's not even the ride so much as everything surrounding the ride is Expedition Everest.
Oh, love it.
This was maybe the queue that started off the thing where the new attractions have to have super themed queues. I think this is the granddaddy of those. It's one of those things.
Absolutely.
When the ride came out, you know, everybody's going through it going, you have to go through the queue. You have to wait the 2 hours and go through the queue. I'm like, I'm not sure I believe that part of it necessarily. But it is. It's very cool, the queue. It tells a story. I mean, there's lots of little hidden things in there. If you take the time to read things, you're going to like kind of smile and just enjoy. Very enjoyable. How about you? What do you think about it?
I love that queue. It's like you said, you literally could spend hours in there to just go over all the stuff in there. One of the only places you can find poop in a queue.
Oh,
on a ride.
Not the dessert poop that they tried a couple years ago.
No.
That was a horrible attempt at something.
Bad call. Still not sure what the Yak and Yeti deal is, but whatever.
Oh, geez. True.
Funny you say that. I mean, I love that queue, absolutely. But one of my favorite places to hang out after riding Expedition Everest, this is my number 2, is outside the Circa Zong Bazaar, which is the store that you empty out into. I like hanging out just outside of that thing. Because you got those fantastic views of Expedition Everest and the mine cars coming down right through that one cave opening, and the people screaming, and then it zips around, and I like it over there. It's kind of fun to just sit and relax, especially if you've got teenage kids that just want to ride Expedition Everest over and over and over again. You can just hang out there. You sit on the stone wall there.
That's a great area.
I really like that whole Expedition Everest area. That's so well done. So well done. So, all right, we're wrapping this up. What's number 1 for you?
Number 1 for me is how good the fishing is in the Navi River. I like to go in with my pole, walk over to Pandora, and just get my bait.
Do not do this.
No, do not do this, anybody. I'm kidding.
Again, the views and opinions of Tim Scott.
I'm pretty sure they won't let you take a fishing pole into the parks.
No. No. Not even one of those Zebco pocket fishing rods. Remember those?
Oh, I do.
Don't try to do that.
Don't do that. No, seriously. Number 1 for me. And we've both been there. Great place to just hang out. Again, it tells a story. And I can't have any list of the Animal Kingdom where I'm not including the Nomad Lounge.
Oh, man. That really is a nice area.
Great food, great drinks there.
Oh, and it's air conditioned?
It's very well air conditioned. There are seats outside. Again, I don't know why.
Right. Well, this time of year you might be okay.
No, that's true. That's absolutely true. I kid because I love, but yeah.
Yeah. Talk about relaxing.
It was so relaxing.
And they know, they never rushed us away. We were able to just sit there and relax and hang out.
Yes.
With some of our favorite loopers.
Absolutely.
And had a great time, Nomad Lounge, beautiful too. And
yes,
here's the thing about hanging out in the Nomad Lounge. You want to hang out someplace, hang out in Nomad Lounge, because who shows up there every now and then?
Us.
That's not a reason for people to do that.
No,
they don't want to do that.
Don't do
Joe
that.
Rohde. Every now and then he pops in.
I've yet to see him.
I know.
I'm jealous of all the loopers that have. You know who you are.
Yeah.
I love those pictures. I'm like, this is awesome.
We got to hang out with them more often.
Yes.
Joe Rohde will pop in the Nomad Lounge because, of course, Tiffin's is so good. And that's his park, man. That's where he loves to hang out.
Remember our waitress at Tiffin's had mentioned that, she had, served Iger and Joe Rohde and all the biggies there?
Special guests,
yes.
Quote unquote, special guests.
Exactly.
Yes. Absolutely. So you never know. That's, one of the things about the signature restaurants. You go and have a dinner at a signature restaurant. You never know who you're going to run into because, of course, who's going to eat at the signature restaurants? The celebrities that show up, the bigwigs at Disney. Those are the people that are going to hit those.
Exactly, especially this holiday time when celebrities want to go out, for the holidays as well. They might be over at the candlelight processional doing their thing.
Absolutely.
They're not going back and forth between their hotel room and their venue at World Showcase. They're going to get some attractions in.
You better believe it.
Keep an eye open.
And they're going to want to hit the newest ones, They're
Absolutely.
going to want to go over to Toy Story Land and Pandora.
So take your fishing pole and your lawn chairs and just go sit outside Pandora or outside Toy Story Mania and just sit there. What's that?
No fishing poles.
What about, can I take lawn chairs? Apparently they're getting rid of the benches. We should just tell everyone to go in with their own.
Sir, you can't take that in. You took the benches away.
You're moving all the benches. Hello.
I got to sit. Anyway, my number one is
I'm excited.
I think it was your number 3. I loved the awakening of the Tree of Life.
Oh.
That was just so cool. When you and I got to do it together, and then my family and I went down after that, and I said, you guys got to see this. This is one of the coolest things. And it is beautiful, that awakening. And I could just sit there and watch that all day long. I sat kind of where you and I did, right at the over by the Island Mercantile over there when we first watched it. But I would love to get a little closer. The next time I go down and check it out as it's happening a little closer to see how realistic that really is.
And can you imagine how magical it is for somebody that doesn't even know that exists and just happened to be going by there during that time? Mind blown. The heck out of somebody. Minds are blown.
Absolutely. Because you kind of glance over and you're like, did I just see what I thought I saw?
Did you see
what was
that?
Oh. Yeah. So very cool. I love that part of the animal kingdom. Love the fact that Animal Kingdom is coming awake at night. It's about time, really, that you're able to use Animal Kingdom more than just that 8 or 9 hours you used to be able to use it.
Oh, that was crazy.
Honorable mention. I got an honorable mention though.
Oh, okay.
And this is over in between the Up a Great Bird Adventure. And I think that's what is that? The Harambe Marketplace over there, Tamu Refreshments.
The market.
There is a Tree of Life overlook where you can take some just amazing pictures of the Tree of Life, and it's usually not really crowded a lot of times. It's kind of one of those things like when you're walking around World Showcase and you find that one spot right on the lake. Because it's right on the river there, right on the lake where you can get a great picture of either World Showcase or Spaceship Earth. So it's a great little spot right there in between Up a Great Bird Adventure and Africa. So
nice.
All right.
I love it. Those are great.
You got any honorable mentions, anything like that?
No, I always like the inside of the dinosaur attraction, like where you kind of look down and you see all the cars, all the ride vehicles.
Yeah,
it's almost kind of a grand reveal, and you're like, no, this is pretty darn cool.
Right. And don't forget the boneyard. There's nothing better than the boneyard to go in and get, you're hot and sweaty, and then you get a bunch of sand on you because you're digging around in a boneyard.
Then you're walking around like sandpaper.
Yeah, your kids are like, can we go back to the room?
This hurts.
I'm itchy. Anyway, Tim.
Yes, Bob.
Until we move on to our last place, which has to be Disney Springs, because there's so many cool places over there now.
Ooh.
That's all I got.
Awesome. Everybody, thanks for joining us. Tim Scott, Facebook, Twitter, the website, ResortLoop.com. Check out the blogs over there. If you're thinking of booking a trip, check us out over at ResortLoopTravel.com.
And don't forget to rate us over there on iTunes, and check out the YouTube as well. And what else should folks do, Tim?
I think we'll have a new drink coming on there pretty soon that you did.
Yes.
So awesome. Everybody, this has been the Gateway to the Magic.
See you, everybody.
Vacation memories will stay with you and your family for a lifetime. The Resort Loop Travel Group was created with this in mind. Our fee-free services will relieve you of the stress and confusion of finding and booking the best vacation at the best price. After booking, we will continue to monitor for ways to save you even more on your vacation. We will check for any upcoming packages and discounts to save you as many vacation dollars as possible. Resort Loop Travel Group, gateway to your magical vacation memories. Get a quote, or for more information, visit ResortLoopTravelGroup.com.